Welcome to this world guide for Onyx Storm. This is made to help your imagination while reading. There are no plot spoilers here, but you will hear names, places, and bits of lore from the book. So if you want to go in completely blind, this video is not for you. With that out of the way, buckle up. We return to the imposing stone fortress of Basgiath War College. But it is no longer the brutal yet structured academy we once knew. Winter has descended with a vengeance, burying the campus beneath a thick blanket of ice and howling snow squalls. The skies above the Box Canyon are no longer filled with training exercises, but with relentless, exhausted patrols hunting the dark wielders that now threaten the kingdom's borders. Inside the walls, the atmosphere is a tinderbox. The unthinkable has happened. Poramish Griffin Flyers and Orishan rebels now share the War College with Navarian loyalists under a fragile, heavily armed truce. Every sideways glance in the rotunda holds the threat of violence, and the expanded infirmary constantly reeks of sulfur, ash, and the toll of a widening war. Basgiath is no longer just a school for riders. It is the last, heavily warded bastion of a continent on the brink of collapse. We begin our observation with the riders we thought we knew so well, their very forms irrevocably altered by the encroaching darkness and the immense pressure of a widening war. Notice Violet Sorrengail. She no longer looks like a fragile cadet, but deeply exhausted, bearing the weight of the continent on her shoulders, while clad in her worn tactical leathers. Her battle gear reflects this harsher reality, replacing a standard riding seat with a specialized, thick leather belt that wraps tightly around her waist, equipped with heavy, adjustable metallic notches designed to hold her steady during perilous mid-air drops. But let's move to Xaden, existing in a constant, dangerous state of controlled tension. Look closely at his eyes, and you will see the familiar gold flecks in his dark onyx irises are now entirely overwhelmed by a striking, dominant amber. More alarming still is the terrifying shift when his ironclad control slips. Necessity breeds extraordinary invention on the front lines, beautifully realized in Sawyer's remarkable new wood and metal prosthetic leg. Notice the masterful engineering at the toe of his rugged leather boot. Activated by an internal lever, a flat, 2-inch wide metal hook deploys, curving sharply downward. It is a mechanism specifically designed to anchor onto the thick, non-overlapping scales of his dragon, allowing him to climb once more. This ingenuity extends to Mira Sorrengail, who has become a pioneer of revolutionary rune tech, wielding plate-sized wooden boards and slices of lilac quartz that have been magically tempered with glowing runes to cast sound barriers and shields. But beneath the college, the true horrors of this conflict are laid bare in the dungeons. Jack Barlow is no longer a hulking first-year bully, but an emaciated, starved Venin prisoner, heavily bound in iron chains, with pallid, sunken skin and horrific red-rimmed eyes. Finally, we turn our gaze to witness the most breathtaking evolution of all, the magnificent adolescent dragon, Andarna. No longer merely black, she displays an incredible mastery of active camouflage. Watch as her highly textured scales actively ripple and shift mid-transition, seamlessly changing from iridescent black to perfectly mirror the vibrant pale green of the jungle foliage, rendering the apex predator beautifully, terrifyingly invisible. As we shift our focus from the familiar stone walls of the War College to the widening political landscape, we encounter a volatile new cast of royals and dangerous adversaries shaping the fate of the continent. Observe Prince Haldan Tauri, the Crown Prince of Navarre. Clad in an immaculately tailored dark blue infantry uniform adorned with golden royal insignia, his wandering green eyes and styled sandy brown hair project a regal aesthetic, though they do little to mask his condescending smirk and arrogant disposition. Across the sea, on the merchant isle of Deverelli, leadership takes a starkly different, yet equally perilous form. Meet King Cortland, a surprisingly young and handsome ruler with deep golden brown skin and shoulder-length black hair. He holds court in a sun-drenched, open-air marble palace, but do not mistake the bright opulence for safety. Prowling right at the royal dining table are Shira, Sheena, and Shora, 3 terrifyingly massive, pure white panthers. The king feeds these apex predators thick slabs of raw, bloody meat right beside his crystal goblets, a visceral and intimidating display of his lethal power. Farther still, on the militant Isle of Unbriel, Queen Marlis presents a breathtaking visual opposite to the other monarchs. Eschewing silken gowns for silver armor and dark fighting leathers, this brutal warrior queen leads directly from the sparring mat. She fights bare-armed with short, flaxen hair, her heavily muscled physique proudly displaying her battle scars as she fiercely wields her daggers in hand-to-hand combat. Yet, the petty squabbles of monarchs pale in comparison to the apocalyptic threat gathering on the horizon. Enter Theophany, a terrifying dark wielder maven who stands as a chilling, silver-haired mirror to Violet herself. Swathed in billowing purple and crimson robes, her eerily youthful face is marred by a faded forehead tattoo and horrific scarlet veins pulsing outward from her glowing red eyes. She is no mere foot soldier. As a master storm wielder, she commands the very weather, capable of summoning massive, destructive tornadoes that effortlessly uproot trees and tear landscapes asunder. However, in the face of this encroaching darkness, a breathtaking discovery offers a glimmer of hope on a stark, black sand volcanic beach. Here, we finally witness the magnificent Irids, the elusive 7th breed of dragons. Towering and ancient, these majestic feathertails boast actively shifting, iridescent scales and thick horns carved with intricate, swirling spiral patterns, communicating in a piercing, slide whistle frequency that echoes the untamed, ancient magic of the Isles. So you might have noticed that this book will take you beyond the borders of the continent and across the sea to the mysterious, long-isolated Isle kingdoms. Let's dive a bit deeper into that. First, we arrive at Deverelli, a sun-drenched merchant isle where the bustling capital city of Matthias is brilliantly hidden beneath the canopy of giant trees. Wealth and luxury are on full display in their open-air marble palaces, where the nighttime paths are magically illuminated by glass orbs filled with glowing, bioluminescent Falerinia moths. In stark contrast lies Unbriel, the militant isle dedicated to the goddess of war. Its capital, Aistal, is a formidable fortress carved into a towering hill, consisting of terraced circles of stone topped with uniform, pale blue roofs. It is a city built strictly for battle, ringed by massive crossbolts aimed at the sky, and anchored by an imposing, multi-pillared granite temple honoring their wrathful deity. Farther south, the environment itself shifts entirely. On the Isle of Hedotus, the cream-stoned coastal capital of Vidiris features perfectly uniform, identical architecture, surrounded by seagrass and vegetation that shares an eerily muted, pale green and white hue. Yet perhaps the most breathtaking architectural marvel belongs to Xahilna. Here, the capital city of Zortris rises miraculously from a riverbed at the base of a spectacular curved waterfall. Its buildings defy logic as they grow vertically skyward, connected by a massive bridge that gives way to a sprawling, grass-covered amphitheater. Finally, we leave civilization behind to explore the uncharted minor isles scattered across the sea. Here, stark, glistening black sand beaches meet the edge of dense, untamed jungles at the foot of ancient volcanic peaks. It is within these isolated, beautiful shores that the wildest and most ancient secrets of this world still lie hidden. So, that is the movie in my head for Onyx Storm. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you see the world as you read. If you like these kinds of videos, bless your algorithm with a like and subscribe. See you next time.